What's going on, YouTube? This is Vinny B, the Beast from the Northeast. Yeah, here I am coming back finally after so long. And today we're going to talk about the Evil Within 2, which I was able to get it when it first was released Friday the 13th. Great release date, by the way. Got a hand to Bethesda and Tango Softworks for that. But anyway, so Sebastian is back, and in this, again, like a twisted nightmare, you know. It's really hard to tell, like, whether it's like reality or if you're just in a nightmare. I've only had a chance to play through about chapter 3. From Shinji Mikami, the Evil Within 2 takes an acclaimed franchise to a new level with its unique blend of psychological thrills and true survival horror. Okay, so Shinji Mikami actually originally worked on Resident Evil 1, which explains why the franchise was so good at the given time of its release. He later departed to join Tango Softworks, and of course, you know, Bethesda, who produced the Evil Within 2, also produced this game. Now there's a brand new engine they call Viscal. It's by EdTech, the Viscal engine or something like that, which I don't know what it is. I mean, the only thing that I've noticed so far that I picked up on is the game is a lot more stable as compared to its predecessor, the Evil Within 1. If you remember the Evil Within 1 when it was released, they really released it, not really, they really didn't put much thought into it. They just like, boom, you know, there it is, you know, here's the Evil Within. It was a great game though, nevertheless, but there was a lot of problems that plagued the Evil Within 1. We had problems with like frame rate drop. No matter what console you played it on, it ran at like 720p. It didn't matter if it was the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One. It was stuck at 720p. So what they've done different now is actually on this one, they've done a lot better with that. So this is now run at 1080p, which really doesn't do much for the new systems that we have nowadays. Because I mean they really haven't taken full advantage of that 4K technology that we've been using lately with the PS4 Pro and Xbox One Slim and Xbox X, which is soon to be released. Haven't taken advantage of that yet. All in all, it's a good game, but it still runs at a native 1080p. So me being a survival horror fan anyways, and I've been, like I said, I've been a fan of Shinji Mikami since Resident Evil 1, and he worked all the way up to Resident Evil 4, which was his last good one. But well, I mean, what can I say about this game? Well, welcome back to, you know, Sebastian's twisted nightmare. Again, we continue, you know, and yeah, Sebastian Castellano has lost everything, including his daughter Lily. To save her, he's forced to partner with Mobius, the shadowy group responsible for the destruction of his former life. For his last chance at redemption, the only way out is in. So yep, here we are again, I guess this time around. You know, I guess Morbius was also part of the Evil Within 1. I don't know. I didn't make it all the way to the end. It's kind of one of those things that I picked up and pretty much like played, you know, the entire month of October, put it down. Oh, what can I say about this game? Anyways, continuing on. So one thing I have noticed is like the frame rate is a lot more stable. It's running at a native 1080p. The new engine that they're using, it's not the best, but it's all right, you know, because a lot of reflective surfaces, as you can see now in this video, you know, they're there, unlike the Evil Within 1. I mean, like you could actually see like the rain, like you know, reflecting the moisture reflecting off the street. Glass, you know, like glass surfaces, etc. That's one thing they did do. I think in a sense it's a lot larger than the original one. If I remember, the original one you were kind of like on a linear kind of like journey. It was just, you just kept going, whatever. But this is actually a little bit more open. It's not a true open world, but it's definitely a lot more wider than the original one. The camera angles, those pesky camera angles from the Evil Within 1, they are still there. But you know, it adds to the intensity when you think about it. I mean, survival horror, you want it like really close range anyways, you know, it's how it's got to be. I'm enjoying the game so far. There are a lot of side quests that you can do in this game. I actually started streaming this last night on my YouTube channel. I'm back to doing my Halloween live stream. And I noticed nobody caught it, but that's alright. I mean, I'll probably be doing that again, like next Saturday or Sunday, depending on how I'm feeling. But yeah, overall, it's a great game. It's you know, there's not like those like oh my god like moments, you know, as like, you know, with like say a Resident Evil 7. But I mean, it's still pretty scary. I mean, but you kind of, after playing the Evil Within 1, you kind of know what to expect of the Evil Within 2. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, a lot of jump scares, a lot of like creatures that look like they're straight out of like a horror movie, like, you know, like The Ring or something like that. And yeah, I mean, the gameplay is okay. I mean, it doesn't run at 60 frames per second yet. Again, they didn't really take advantage of what these new generation of consoles have to offer, so it's still running at, you know, 30 frames per second, but it's a stable 30 frames per second, which on, you know, on the PS3, Xbox 360, even the PS4 and the Xbox, you know, One, it had a hard time like maintaining, like, you know, that 30 frames. It would actually dip down below like 20 frames per second, but now you have a pretty steady 30 frames per second. It's action-packed as the other one. Again, you're this time you're searching for your daughter Lily, and you know, you gotta journey back into that world. It kind of seems like they took like got like a few ideas from there's a lot of pop culture in here. I noticed some pop culture references in there. Like there's one trophy that you earn is called it's called I Am the Night, which is a reference to Batman. And of course, you know, it's kind of like a mix. Like the intro scenes are funny as hell. I mean, it's kind of like a mix between, you know, MIB, the Matrix, and everything else. If you saw my live stream, then, you know, that's why I was saying Neo the Matrix has you. But anyways, you guys, this has been a Vinny Balls official production. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll see you again in the next video, all right?